Okay, so this is exciting. Native Instruments, Izotope, Plugin Alliance and Brainworx are working together and collaborating to create Soundwide, which is a new audio group. And because it's new, they are giving away some of their plugins which cost a lot of money for free. And in this video we will take a look at those plugins and see what they are and what they sound like. My name is Matt Flank, let's get started. I forgot the hand motion. Okay, so I have this song here which I've been working on. It is not a real bass, it's a synth bass, but you can still hear what this plugin sounds like. I'm going to play it first with the plugin bypassed and then turn it on. We're gonna listen to it with the bass and solo now. This is with and without. With and without. I actually like this. Really like the sound. But this is just a bit too much for my liking. Let's see what the FX track sounds like. Really like this sound. Okay, so that's it for the first plugin. Let's now go back to Ableton for the other plugins. So the next plugin is Blackbox Analog Design, which is a tube saturator or a tube processor which adds color. I'm going to throw this on the vocals and we're gonna see what it sounds like. This is a completely different song, by the way.
We go left, go right. All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight. All the people they go all right. Hands in the air. All the people right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare.
Without.
All the people, all the people, all the people. We go left, go right. All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight. All the people they go all right. Hands in the air. All the people right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people.
As you can see, a little bit of saturation. I'm going to overdo it now so you can hear what it sounds like if I overdo it.
We go left, go right. All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight. All the people they go all right. Hands in the air. All the people right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people, all the people, all the people. We go.
Add some nice warmth. I suggest you just go play around with it yourself or look up a full tutorial of this plugin or a full review. So the next plugin is the Focusrite console. This is a very famous console in real life. Only 9 exist, actually 10 exist, but only 9 are still alive today. The real life version is used in a lot of famous songs by well-known artists, like for example Green Day, No Doubt. So what's weird to me is that this processing chain goes from right to left, but that's okay. I'm going to quickly go over the different functions and then we will move on to the next plugin. So on the right we can see the input meter and the input gain. We also have the V gain, which is essentially for the noise floor. We can, I assume, invert the phase and we have a mute switch. Then we move on to the middle section. We have these two channel strips and those are the EQs and the filters. So this is the first EQ. We have a high frequency shelf, a low frequency shelf, and then we have 2 bands for the high mids and for the low mid frequencies. We can set the frequency range right there, and you can see that you can amplify it by 3 times, so we can go from 1.5 kHz right there to 4.5 kHz. We can change the shape of the shelf, so the Q factor, and right there we have filters which we can turn on or off by clicking the LED, as you can see. So next up to the left we have the dynamics processors, which include a compressor, a de-esser and a gate. So you would use this essentially if you are recording something. For example, you're recording vocals and you want to send them through this. That's an excellent way to use this plugin. Or if you're recording anything else that requires a mix chain or a recording chain, you can use this plugin. I'm not going to demonstrate how this sounds since this is just a first look video, but I will have a tutorial of this plugin linked in the description. Next up, we will take a look at a mastering plugin, which is on my master right there. And this is the Masterdesk plugin by Brainworx. I will have a full review of this plugin linked below in the description, but essentially what this is, it is a mastering chain emulation all in one. So you can essentially use this as one of your only mastering plugins. We have the resonance filters right there. We have the volume, the trimming of the volume. We have the compression mix, which is essentially the dry wet. We have a de-esser. We have the foundation. I don't know exactly what this does, but there is a video link below. Then we have the different compressor modes, and essentially this is the most aggressive mode, and it progressively gets less aggressive if you go from 1 to 4. Let's quickly take a listen and see what this sounds like. I will loop part of the drop right there. Without. And with. Right here we also have an EQ. Without. Adds some really nice punch. And the next plugin is also a mastering plugin. Is a Shadowhills mastering chain, as you can see right there, if it will open up. There we go. This looks a lot more complex. I quickly made a preset in advance. So essentially what we have is we have the left and the right channel if we set it to dual mono, but we can also set it to stereo, and then it will only act, then we only need to adjust one side since this is just a mirror of each other. I have set it to stereo, so let's quickly take an A/B listen. With and without. So that's quickly a listen. I personally wouldn't really use this on a final master, but if I'm working with artists or with other people, for example, and I need to send a quick master to them, this is definitely something that I will use in the future. Okay, so moving on to the last plugin, which is Neutron 3 Elements. I don't know where I have loaded up, yes, on the vocals as well. So essentially what this is we have an EQ, we can add a compressor, we have an exciter, and we have a transient shaper. If you get a more expensive version of this plugin, so not the Elements version, you will get more features and more options to add. For example, also the EQ can be dynamic. Right now it's only a static EQ with up to 12 bands, and we have some soft saturation to add. On your screen right now you will see a list of all the things you get if you buy the full version, so that's a lot. So we have a basic EQ, we can adjust the bands, adjust the Q factor, nothing special. Unfortunately we cannot make it dynamic, that is for the paid version. We have a compressor that we can add. In the compressor, this is just a basic compressor, but we have the option to turn on a vintage mode, and we can also use this as a sidechain compressor. Next up we have an exciter, which has a couple emphasis modes that we can choose from. And then we have a transient shaper with a sharp, medium, or smooth contour shape, or we can choose between a precise, balanced, or loose mode. I'm quickly going to show you the compressor, the exciter, and the transient shaper. But the EQ is just a basic EQ, so I'm not gonna do that. So let's use only the compressor now.
Left, go right. All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight. All the people they go all right. Hands in the
We can turn on sidechain right there.
Right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people.
Right here we can see the compression, and here we set the threshold with the knee right there.
When our friends are out of sight. All the people they go all right.
Next up we have the exciter.
Right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people. We go left, go
With a
right.
filter.
All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight.
We can change between different modes.
All right. Hands in the air. All the people right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people. We go left, go right.
And it's nice that we get an XY pad right there.
When our friends are out
Next.
of sight. All the people they go all right.
Next up the transient shaper. And I will probably load this up on the drums.
Right here, right there. To the floor and we prepare. All the people. We go left, go right. All the people they go all night. When our friends are out of sight. All the
Actually, it makes quite a difference. I didn't expect that.
hands in the
Okay, so that's it for this video. I quickly wanted to show you those plugins so you can get them for free as well. Thank you so much for watching. I have more exciting videos coming up about sounds that I'm remaking in Serum or a collaboration with Anomaly, so if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt Flank. Peace out.